Hey, Coach. I'm Parrish Alford with the Daily Journal. Could you just talk about the success you guys had against Morgan? It looked like you really hammered some pitches that were in the wheelhouse, and maybe she didn't. You didn't have to go and try and hit balls on the outer half of the plate. Didn't look like she was commanding that well.
Yeah, I mean, we expected to see her today because she really did a great job against us in early March when we faced them in our 3-game series, and we really struggled to get to her at all in that series. So I think going in, we knew how we were going to be pitched, what the how they were going to look to attack us. So I think we were ready with some adjustments, and really that series early on kind of showed us some of our weaknesses. And because of that and the way she pitched us early on, it gave us some things to work on throughout the last few weeks. So, she's done a great job all year long. I think coming from the left side, being able to mix speeds, going in on our hands when we're a pretty righty dominant lineup. I think she does a good job of sticking to her game plan. And I love the adjustments we made, not trying to get too big. And really it was single from 3 of our big hitters and just doing what they needed to do to have quality at bats and get us base runners out there from the start.
Great. Thank you.
Coach, Alyssa Loza having 2 back-to-back outings where she can go multiple innings and she can shut down teams like that. How valuable is that to have that out of the bullpen?
Oh, it's so great. Loza's just been on fire and really embraced that closer role. She's a great one to match with Emily just because 2 very different looks. Emily's going to come in, spin, changes speeds, more movement, and Loza is just pure power. And does a great job of hitting her locations. I think that's something she's improved on over the years. And she hit multiple 70s today in those last innings. And it's tough to time up after you've seen Emily a couple times through the lineup.
Coach, I know y'all had a tough start, but when you look at what y'all did against some of those teams like Missouri and, even Florida, y'all had a 1-0 loss. Y'all just couldn't quite get over the hump. Did you feel like just getting that win a few weeks ago kind of got y'all rolling, just realizing that you could get over that hump and you could win those close ball games?
Yeah, definitely. I think, that first one against A&M was a big sigh of relief. And really, it's just kind of, snowballed from there and just let us build some confidence and some momentum. I really point to that Saturday South Carolina game as when we made a decision to take control of our destiny, particularly the postseason. And, credit to the players, they never once gave in. We had close game after close game. I think 6 of those losses early on were by 2 runs, and continued to fight and just work even harder at practice instead of packing it in and say maybe there's always next year. And so just really, really proud of their fight and their continued work to get better. And, we talk about grit a lot in the fall, and I think that's something that really showed up through that stretch. And, when we were down, when we were really at the bottom, continuing to fight, scratch, claw, and just work our butts off to get where we want to be. And so it's really fun to see that work pay off for them right now in May.
And as today shows, Ole Miss swept that series. Y'all scored 1 run. You come out today and beat them 3-1. Y'all aren't even close to the same team as y'all were in March. And that goes for tomorrow's game as well with Florida. I think they outscored y'all 19-0 or something. How confident are your girls going into this ball game against one of the best teams in the country?
Yeah, I think we know we're a different team than we were in March. We're playing a lot better ball. So we're excited. We kind of look at this as almost starting over with SEC play because we did get the 2 series we started with back to back, Ole Miss and then now Florida. But Florida's pitching staff is a legitimate staff, lowest ERA in the conference, and they've done a great job all year long about keeping teams off balance. So we're going to have our work cut out for us. They do, great job. They always get hot at the end of the year too. Tim Walton's one of the best in the country. So we're excited. We're going to continue to try and ride our momentum and learn from that last series against them and hopefully use that same plan of attack moving forward.
Coach Carter talked about tweets, social media posts that Ole Miss players made after the series, and about you guys printing those and referring to those. How big a factor was that in this game?
I think it played a part of it. Really, what we've been talking about is just continuing to do what we've been doing all month long, and that's taking care of the little things. We talk about the first pitch being just as important as the last pitch. The first inning is just as important as the 7th. So I think it was just another small motivation, just means a little bit more, especially when it's your in-state rival. But we did, want to make sure that they saw that it was posted. But then after that, it said, okay, now what are we going to do about it? Let's continue to do what we do and just really take it pitch by pitch, inning by inning, having quality team at bats and not trying to get too big because we're being emotional over something.
So are you guarding against Twitter after this win?
Anything else for?
I'm done. Thank
Am
you.
I what? Sorry.
I said, are you kind of guarding your players against Twitter after this one?
Just, you never want to give, we've had some chats about it, but I think, for these girls, and really this day and age, social media is such a big part of everything that they're doing. They're going to see things, so why not use them to help us out anytime we can?
Thank you.
All right.